from something we forgot along the way. And today's story is number 41, page 111. The boatman who disobeyed his Lord's command. True professionalism. In medieval Japan, a lord sailing through the Seto Inland Sea was scheduled to arrive in Osaka later that day. Though there was not a cloud in the sky, the captain suddenly began ordering his crew to lower the sail and pull into the bay of Takasago. The lord had frequently traveled in this area and was used to the waters of western Japan. He found this action strange and summoned the captain. "What is going on here?" he asked severely. "Sir, I'm terribly sorry, but a storm is on the way and we must be cautious. I do not want harm to come upon you, so I decided to delay our voyage." "You idiot, look at this weather. There is absolutely no sign of a storm coming. Never mind what you think. Set sail immediately." Following this tongue-lashing, the captain withdrew in silence. Nonetheless, he headed the ship for the bay at an even faster clip. The Lord was infuriated. "How dare you disobey my orders? If the weather remains the same, I'll have your head." "Certainly, my lord," the captain answered coolly. "If the weather holds, there could be no better news for you. If I am wrong, I will commit seppuku, ritual suicide by disembowelment, to atone." Within the hour, the sky clouded over and fierce winds began to blow. Though the ship was in grave danger, the captain led his crew safely through the storm with no loss of life. After this sterling performance, the captain told his 14-year-old son, "The captain of a ship takes no orders from anyone else. He runs his ship as he sees fit, even if he has to sacrifice his own life. Never forget what happened today." The Lord came to admire the captain immensely and sang his praises. The person who can assert his will in the face of authority and threats is a true professional. Only true professionals can accomplish great things. Okay, yeah, this is also one of my favorite stories in the book. That, yeah, if we look at it deeper, it is teaching us the value of experience. I think in the meetup, Yuichi was explaining about this yesterday too. The difference between theories and gaining experience. So it's one thing to have a lot of knowledge in our head, but it's totally something else if we have put into test all the things we think we know, if we have acted upon them, and we must have failed again and again because life never turns out as we plan it. So it's always going to be unexpected elements involved. So once we test it out and we fail again and again and again, and we engage in the parameter of self-reflection, so people who do that, they learn so much from their failures and their mistakes. That experience is something that the only way to really acquire it is by going through these trials. So if we just entertain the ideas or play with the ideas in our head, we're not gonna have that muscle memory, the visceral understanding of how things are working. Yeah, so I think it's a powerful lesson that only when we test things out, we will have such a strong confidence because it is proven to that individual. Even if other people refute it, they try to refute it and try to argue with you. So if you have that confidence from experience, your confidence does not waver because you have already tested it out so many times and each time it worked based on the law of cause and effect. Yeah. Um, yeah. So if people just want to be narcissistic and they assert their authority or they assert their will, then of course that's not going to be true professionalism, and it's obvious to everybody involved. But when we gain that confidence from failure, it truly shines, and it helps us and people around us stay away from harm. That means it brings happiness for us and people around us. So that's the beauty of listening to Buddhism, processing the knowledge that we gain, and practicing the law of cause and effect. How deeply do I believe that good causes produce good effects for me, and bad causes bring bad effects for me? The more deeply I believe in it, the more I try to practice good deeds and refrain from doing bad deeds. And the wisdom we gain from that is becomes our intangible asset. Nobody can take it away, and it helps us make future decisions more wisely. So that because we failed so many times, if we don't want to fail again, we have a lot of knowledge and experience. So that wisdom brings us and people around us a lot of happiness. And ultimately, it leads us to the happiness that holds us fast, never to abandon us. So, good job, everyone, for dedicating this time to practice together. Today is Saturday, so we're going to have the Happiness Lab at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and have a beautiful start of your weekend. Goodbye.